Okay, it says that the ads are over. I'm hopeful that that is true. At any rate, hello everyone. Before I start streaming, I want to thank the people who participated in the hype train that. Oh, people are behind ads. Okay. So, oh no. I hope they're over soon. Ads seem to be the worst, but they also are the only way of the world at this point. I wonder what we could do to make them go away. I don't think there's anything we can do. Looks like you got that founder's badge. Well, I hope that means ads are over. So, like I was talking about a minute ago, but then I was reminded that ads were still going. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed or donated bits because there was a hype train when I was not streaming. Uh, Melly looks like she subscribed and gave away 5 gifted subs. Kay the River Cat gave 200 bits. Tadpole Milk gave 100 bits. Major Glory gave 100 bits. Looks like Shro just subscribed with his Prime. Thank you, Shro. It looks like Unsatisfied Mind subscribed with Prime as well. Thank you, Unsatisfied Mind. And I'm looking through. It looks like that's everything. Nope. Looks like also Major Glory, in addition to giving bits, also subscribed. So thank you, Major Glory. Um, hopefully that's everyone. Also, hopefully that with those ads, that will mean that there will be no ads for the next hour for anyone coming in or anyone who's here. I don't know that to be true, but I'm hopeful. So today, I'm going to work on getting a meteor ritual going, which means I'm going to do a little bit of magic mod stuff. Hey, Major, have a nice lurk. Thank you for the lurk. That founder's badge looks really nice on you as well. Same with you, Shro. Those founders badges seem like they're in rare supply, but people seem to be getting them, which is cool. Um, hello, Kitty. How did you? Where did you even come from? It seems I have a new kitty out here. That's cool and surprising. Let's put him somewhere fun. We'll just put him there. No, you definitely have a founder's badge. I can see it on you. So, you may not be able to see it, but I do. And I'm pretty sure that the founders badges are going to be continued to be given out for the next few weeks, probably a full month, but I'm not certain on when that month ends. Like I was saying earlier, I'm going to try to summon a meteor through a ritual to give me some new resources that I would not otherwise have. This will require building a ritual area, supplying it with life essence points, and then putting a emitter LV on top of the ritual stone. I've got 99 of the ritual stones. I've got the master ritual stone. I need one more ritual stone. I was going to go through making... You're a big fat phony? What does that mean? I disagree. You're awesome and you're the reason that I'm streaming in a lot of ways, and I have no agreement whatsoever with the idea that you're a phony. I'm going to make one more of these ritual stones with all these components here, and then I'm going to make a new orb, which I hope can handle the 300,000 LP necessary for the ritual, and then I'm going to try to do the ritual and see if we can have success at that. So the first thing is going to be making this orb. We'll pull these components out. We'll go over and build the raw orb out of it. Like so. We'll put our screwdriver away. And we'll tag that off of our bookmark list. Then we need to go and do some magic mod stuff. We've got all the components in our backpack, so we'll head over to our area where we do the magic, where the magic happens. Hi, cool teacher. Welcome in. How are you doing? Nice to see you today. We've got our oldest base here. This is our first base, and I've adopted it as my magic area because sometimes when the magic goes wrong, bad things can happen. So we'll get out our magic outfit and our magic wand and the components for this. Not feeling great. Hope you are well. I'm doing well, thank you. I wish you were feeling better. I hope that happens soon. Our magic wand is not completely full. It has the capacity to be at 75 for each of those numbers that are just under 25. So the first thing we'll do is we'll harvest some magic mushrooms to fill up our magic wand with more power. The mushrooms change from kind of a boring primal shroom to this more impressive primal shroom, and that lets you know that they're ready to be harvested. So we'll use our watering can to get them all ready to be harvested, and then we'll harvest them and replant them. When you break them, it releases those particle effects, which is the magic that your wand can then absorb. You just replant them in their smaller size, and you water them again to get them growing. So this magic is actually literally powered by magic shrooms, which is kind of fun. Usually it takes about 3 harvesting cycles to fill up the wand completely. So that's what we'll start with, and then we'll check to see if the wand is full. That's 2 of those. Grow the mushrooms by watering them again. 1 more, 2 more to go. There's that one and that one. And then we'll check the wand. Not full yet, but getting there maybe. Nope, not full. 1 more time. Shro, I hope you're having fun with your new computer stuff. If you have questions on that kind of stuff at all, I'm happy to talk to you about them off stream. I'm not currently in an IT job, but I have had an IT job in the past, so I might know a few things. Then again, things change, so I might know very little. Okay, the wand is full. We'll change out our outfit for the magical outfit. We'll put our full wand on the magic table. We'll get out the recipe. We'll put the recipe in, and we'll get our new wand. Or no, new orb. Then we'll go refill our magic wand later. We can just put that away because we'll not need that right now. We'll put our watering can for the magic shrooms away, and we'll put on our regular clothes, putting the magic clothes away as well. All right. The final step to preparing this orb is to take it to our pyramid and feed it some life essence. Shro says he's enjoying it. He needs to learn a lot and fast, so he's stressed out. I'm sorry to hear you're stressed. Learning is good. Growth is an excellent thing to have, and learning is a form of growth. So I'm sorry you're stressed out, but it sounds like you're stressed out for the right reasons. So that's good. We'll come over here. We'll go deep underground to where our magic pyramid is. We'll come up here. And we will take this orb, which we're currently using, to power a ritual up here. There's a spawner of blazes that I pulled out of the nether and brought to the overworld. It's on top of some cursed earth, so the blazes will always spawn even if I'm not around. Then there's this magic ritual underneath of there, which is killing the blazes slowly and extracting their life. So we'll take this down below. We'll put this orb into this altar to keep that ritual powered, the above ritual powered, and then we'll go above and we'll feed this orb life essence from this altar, and we'll hope that there's enough life essence already stocked up in there between what's fed in from the blazes being damaged by the ritual, which produces life essence, along with the life essence that's stored in the altar. Hopefully that's enough to feed this craft the 60,000 points that it needs. Shows there's 25,000 points in the altar right now, and it's 21% done, so we're probably going to be fine. I think when I was doing some measurements, it looks like I can do about 120,000 life essence over a craft time, but the altar doesn't have 60,000, so it could go wrong, I suppose. You can hear the displeasure of the blazes above. There's a lightning blaze up here now. I think I'll turn down the noise on that because that's really loud. Is it the hostile creatures? No. It's weather. Okay. So I got him quieted down just in time for him to die, it looks like. That's rather strange. Next time I'll just turn the volume down from down below if one of those spawn. But these blazes can always spawn as infernal mobs, which means they have modifiers, and one of those modifiers can be that they're that storm variant, and the storm variant makes the lightning strikes every time it gets damaged, which is a lot of fun. I showed earlier that this ritual that I want to do costs 300,000 LP, The various orbs that I have right now access to. The first one, the Weak Blood Orb, holds 5,000. The Apprentice Blood Orb holds 25,000, which is 5 times as much. The Magician's Blood Orb holds 150,000, which is 6 times as much as the Apprentice Blood Orb. So maybe this one holds 7 times what this one holds, which would be just over a million LP, but I don't know yet. I don't have it yet. I'm making it on stream because it sounds like something fun. Looks like the orb is done. We'll bind it to ourselves, and then we'll stick it back into the altar, and it will draw the life essence up into itself to power that ritual. We'll take this one out and put it away with the other old ones, and then we'll see about how much life essence our orb is holding with this division sigil. So if you can see up in the upper left-hand corner of my screen, there is a partially full, I could point at with my finger, but I can't point at with the mouse because when I try to pull the mouse open, it opens up the inventory and of course causes problems. But it looks like it's about a 1/6 full, which means maybe this is actually 7 times the amount of life essence as the previous one. So maybe I'll be able to hold a million, which would be nice. Currently we're at 175,000, which means that we'll be well under the 300,000 required. Well, it means that the orb holds well over the required amount for the ritual, which is great. The next thing we need to do is we need to make a ritual stone. These guys, and in order to do that, we need to convert these arcane slates into these blank slates, and that's done in the same way that we did the other conversion of the orb into a master orb into a master blood orb. That conversion was by feeding it with life essence, and you do the same thing with these slates to convert them up into better slates. So we will check our automation to make sure that it's removing the blank slates out of the altar when they're complete. And we will wait for the altar to be full on life essence. It's at 20,000 of the 27,000, which is pretty good. Getting close to the 27,000. And then we'll put in these arcane slates into this feeder chest, and it will draw through the item conduit into the altar, and then they'll start absorbing the life essence into them. And you can see the progress down below is at 11%. It's drawing life essence into the slates, converting them from arcane slates into blank slates. And then we'll use those blank slates to make a blank bloodstone, and some more of them to make a imperfect ritual stone. Then we'll need to do some alchemy to create this Teria. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it works for me. And then we'll use some of the reinforced slates that we'll need to make. We'll use that imperfect ritual stone. We'll use some obsidian, and we'll create a ritual stone, and then we'll have the 100 ritual stones that we need in order to power this ritual of the falling tower, which creates the meteor, which we can then pull the tantalite ore out of, which is the item that I really want overall. These other things are nice to have, but the tantalite is what's paramount in my needs in order to create more things, so I can have more machines and more automations. This is now complete, so we'll pick up our blank slates. We'll leave our master blood orb in here to soak up all that life essence and feed it into our network. We need this to be over 300,000. It's close to 200,000 now, so we're getting closer and closer to being done. It's night, so we'll take a little sleep before we head back to where I do most of my crafting at my main base, or my old base, or however you want to think about it. We'll head over and we will craft up this blank bloodstone there. Just be a few more steps to get up this set of stairs. And then the compressor is over here. It's our steam squasher. We'll take 9 of these. We'll feed them into there. It'll draw them into the machine, and it'll turn them into this blank bloodstone. Remove those items from the bookmarks because we're done with them. And in 8 seconds, this will be done crafting up that stone. Hi there, system. How you doing? We are doing a little bit of blood magic crafting to show what the ritual is taking to make things happen. We'll get rid of this extra blaze materials that we don't need. And throw away this blaze powder because I have essentially unlimited blaze powder. And then we're going to go and make this imperfect ritual stone out of the obsidian, the blank slate, and that blank bloodstone that we just made. I've got the obsidian in my backpack. We'll pull that out. I did spend some time with these recipes making sure that all the components I needed I had access to, and they weren't going to be too difficult to have. How's your day going, system? You having a nice morning? Once again, get the magician's outfit, get our wand, equip that magic outfit, come over here, put the components in, and we'll get that ritual stone. Our wand is getting rather drained, but nice enough. It's not so empty that it can't keep going. It's still got 17 points in it. Put our wand up. Take off the magic clothes, put back on the regular clothes. Those clothes provide a discount to those magic crafts, which is why I keep putting them on, taking them off. So that's done, and then we're going to need to do some alchemy. We'll do our alchemy back at the Blood Magic Pyramid. So we'll head back over there. Blood Magic Altar. That would be a lot of laundry, in my opinion, if it takes all day to do it all. You must have been holding on to laundry for a few days. Glad to hear you're chilling. I hope the laundry treats you well. So the Blood Magic Pyramids down below this part of the ground, which I have access to through these elevators. Come down here. We'll leave that orb in there. We'll use the other orb as part of the alchemy. We'll get our alchemy table out of my backpack, and we'll get the components out that required. Oh, that's right. We need to do a mixer recipe before we can do the alchemy recipes. I had briefly forgotten about that. So I'm at the wrong base to do the mixer recipe. We'll head once again to the main base to do the mixer recipe, which if I had remembered, I would have done when I was there earlier, but memory isn't as good as it used to be, right? I've recently gotten a EV mixer, so I will use that. Get those components to the recipe out. Took out way more than I needed. Put those guys back. Part of the second recipe. The wood ash is part of the second recipe. No. The gunpowder is. So I need sugar. I need a bone. I need mulch and wood ash and water. Okay, I've got all those. So put the water in, the components in, they'll mix up. Put this cell away. We'll grab this growth medium, and that's needed at the alchemical stand that we walked away from just a moment ago. Apparently the game needs to load, which is fun. Too fast for the game. Alright. So for alchemy, we'll need the glass file, the redstone dust, the glowstone dust, and the gunpowder. So we'll put the blood orb into its slot and the rest of the items into their slots. And it will progress and get us our simple catalyst. And then our simple catalyst will be added to all these other items, the skystone dust, basaltic mineral sands, granite mineral sands, obsidian dust, to make the terraria. Terray? I don't know. I'm going to say it 15 different ways and they're all going to be wrong. So that's these items. Feed those back into the alchemical chemistry set. And it'll progress, and it'll complete that final component we need to do the next craft. We'll put this orb away. We'll put the alchemical set away. So we've got the imperfect ritual stone, we've got the alchemical components, we've got the obsidian. We need these reinforced slates. We'll build those up here. We'll set this automation up to make reinforced slates. We'll wait for the altar to have some more life essence in it. Right now it's really low. The craft will use up 4 times 2,500, which is 10,000. It's got 6,900 in it, so that's probably enough. We'll do 4 of these blank slates. They'll be drawn into the altar, where they're then infused with life essence, and then they'll be put back into this chest over here. Sorry about that. Put that away for now. What on earth is going on up above? One of these blazes has a shield. That's fun. And kind of strange. I believe that's the first time I've seen one of them being shielded. Alright. The blood altar automation has made us our reinforced stone. We'll put the master orb back in, and let's peer at how much life essence we have now. 269,000 of the 300,000 we're going to need, which is nice. And then we're going to need to go do a little bit more magic crafting. This time it'll be arcane infusion instead of just using the magic table, which will require some different aspects, and then those other items that we just made and the items we have made before, to infuse the imperfect ritual stone into a ritual stone. So we'll head back to our first base where that can be accomplished, because I've got it all set up over there. We'll pass over our villager stronghold on the way with a few sheep. It looks like are growing up on top. We'll head in. We'll grab a wand, because we'll need the wand for the infusion crafting. These warded jars are what you use to provide the arcane pedestal and the runic matrix with the various essences. We will get the components out of our backpack. which are the obsidian, the reinforced slates, the alchemical component, and the imperfect ritual stone. The imperfect ritual stone goes here and gets pulled onto the arcane pedestal. Then we'll go around and put these other components down on the other arcane pedestals that are not in the central part of the craft. Then we'll go and get the essences. I prepared these ahead of time. They are rather they're not stream friendly because of how long they take to do and what they require to make ready. At any rate, we need 24 Terra, 18 Ignis, 12 Tenebrae, 6 Precantatio, and 3 Air. And in my warded jars, I've got those various magical components essences ready. We'll set these jars down near to the arcane crafter where they can be drawn in. We'll get our wand out and we'll start the craft. This is kind of a fun thing to watch. So I'll stand over here and you can see it from the side. It draws the essences out of the warded jars and has a little light and magic display. That alarm says that it's time to sleep. It's night outside, so we'll take care of that real quick while the essence ritual is going on. Don't like spawning monsters, so I try to sleep every night. The ritual's continuing to go. The essence is being drawn into the item in the center, and then the various materials are then drawn into the item in the center as well, one after the other, from the various arcane pedestals. Hopefully those particle effects are coming through clearly, but the items are being drawn up and into the runic matrix and then pushed into the pedestal's object, and we've got our ritual stone. So we can put our wand away because we won't be needing it anymore. And then we need to go prepare this ritual, which will require our ritual binder and a activation orb, which I did not grab. So we'll grab that on the way. We're going to set this for the correct ritual, which is Ritual of the Falling Tower. And that says that it needs more ritual stones than I have. Okay. I thought I needed 100. It says I need 108. Okay, that's fun. I guess I need to make some more ritual stones before I do the ritual, or pull them out of the Altar of Suffering. I think I'll pull them out of the Altar of Suffering. That'll be faster. And I can replace them later instead of delaying the ritual for stream. Mistakes were made. Good thing I have other stones I can steal from. I don't have enough stuff to make more. So hopefully we've got the 300,000 we need now. Just barely. Let's give it a few more moments to get more. Try to get that to 325,000 maybe. Watch pot never boils, right? How did I... How did I convert that to 100 in my mind? I guess it kind of looks like 100. 321. 323. Okay, 325. So we'll go up and we'll grab some ritual stones from up here. We need 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, of course, this ritual is going to turn off. So let's turn off the spawning as well. These lights are deactivated by redstone, so pulling these redstone torches is turning them on. And light in that room will prevent spawning. We'll go ahead and set these torches on the wall here. And then we'll do the same for this light source here. We'll put it on the wall as well. So now, once those blazes despawn from distance, no more blazes will be spawned. And this area will be blazeless. So yeah, 108. We'll grab the orb, which I'm not certain we'll need, but it certainly won't hurt to have, in case we need it. Put that away. And we're going to need, in addition to these things, we're going to need this LV emitter, which I have several of, up at the old base area. I'm going to do this ritual kind of far away from my bases so that if there is an explosion or, you know, some sort of event that would destroy machines, it happens far away from machines. I don't actually know what's going to happen. I've not done this before in game. I've also not seen it happen before in game. The area that I prepared to do the ritual at is well over here, which is far away from my base, my other base, and my magic base. So we should be safe and sound, and things should be fine. We'll head over here. There's the platform I made. We'll go ahead and set down the master stone. We'll remove these bits of dirt that I set up just as a placeholder and a place for things to be. Then we'll use the ritual diviner to place the rest of the ritual stones. This is the easy way to get a ritual set up. Okay, ritual set up. Now you can see it's all been created. I'm gonna activate the ritual with this activation crystal if it works. Your crystal vibrates pathetically. I was concerned about that maybe being the case. I was concerned that that activation crystal would not be enough. So I actually plotted out what it would take to come up with a... No, I thought I did. This was in case I needed more LP. So what is the upgraded ritual orb? The awakened activation crystal requires Offensia, a weak one, a demon blood shard, some aqua solucis, and some aether. Let's set that up. Is my orb good enough for this? Blood orb. Okay, so the Master Blood Orb is enough. 50,000 LP means that my ritual will have to be active over there, which means grabbing some stones from here. 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And heading back over there. Let's set up a landing platform here for when we come back. Not having done this, I didn't know what the requirements were, and I did not prepare effectively enough. I apologize for that. I'm hopeful that I can still accomplish this ritual of the falling tower today. I suspect I can, but I don't know. Let's fly back to the... let's glide back over to our pyramid, to our altar. The altar of Greg T's blood. The Greg and Gregtech there. And let's see what materials we have available already. This needs to be set back to the Ritual of Suffering, I think. Somewhere in here? Crusher, Speed, Shepherd, Well, Suffering, okay. So we're going to need to set this back up. Okay, that's set back up, which means these guys will start being attacked again. Which means we're going to need these to turn the lights back off. And with the lights off, it'll summon, or excuse me, not summon. The spawner will spawn more blazes. The ritual will drain them of life. And we'll fill back up our altar. And then we'll have the altar filling up the Master Blood Orb for other things that we're going to need it for. We'll put this away. We'll put this away. Same with these. And we'll take a look at what's required to get this going. We have the weak activation ritual crystal. It says these demon blood shards come from air elementals, which I don't know how to make. Let's turn weather back down because that's really noisy. It's still really noisy. Okay. Wow. Guess 5% for that one. As the lightning hitting the blocks is being very, very, very noisy. Alright, so air elemental. How do I get an air elemental to kill? Let's see if the quest tells us about that. Okay, so it looks like we need to unlock this quest, and then we'll have the Demon Blood Shards quest unlocked, which will, I hope, explain what's going on. I haven't done this quest because I haven't had these items in my inventory since the quest unlocked. So we'll put the items in my inventory. to unlock it. I think I've got those. Requires concentrated darkness. Okay. What is concentrated darkness? Guess I'll put all these back because they aren't actually necessary right now. Something else is. We need to figure out what that quest is. Quest A, B, C, unlocking or holding us back from the quest we need. I imagine concentrated darkness is going to have to do with this void stone material. But let's find out. Okay. So I need to consume 2 void seeds. For some reason you decided to infuse darkness into a seed. It looks to be promising. For what, you don't know yet. Void seed comes from a crucible with alienus, tenebrae, and vacuous. And we're going to need 2 of those. So this is back to tier 4. This is filling. Okay. The automation for the ritual is back to normal. It's nighttime, so we'll sleep. And then we'll go work on more Thaumcraft unlocks for void seeds. I think all those essences are available over at my magic area, but I really doubt I have seeds over there, so I'm going to grab a couple of seeds. And then we'll head down there and hope that everything else is there. If not, we'll run back and forth and get the required components. But I don't know what's over there until I go look. Seeds are here. 2 of those. Take those seeds and head down to our Thaumcraft area again. Was hoping to have the ritual completed by now, but we didn't have the right activation crystal. So the seeds will go into this alchemical construct at the top. We'll lock in the recipe, and it needs alienus, tenebrae, and vacuous. Do I have any of those just on tap? I think I left some tenebrae here. So I've got that. Okay, none of those other ones are going to be helpful. So we've got the tenebrae, we need the alienus. Doesn't look like I have any of that stored as essence. I might have it stored as crystals. I've got 2 alienus stored as crystals. Do I have any more? Looks like that's a no. So I think I get this from ender pearls. Let's verify that. It does come from ender pearls. Fairly certain I have some ender pearls on me. Each seed will need 8. Each ender pearl provides 4, so 2 ender pearls per seed, or yeah, it's 4 ender pearls. This crystallized stuff is not going to help us because there's only 2 of them. Alright. This makes other essences as well. The precantatio, we have a jar full, so we'll put that down here. And we'll empty some of that jar out so there's free space. Then we'll get those pearls being turned into essence. Alright. Then we need vacuous. If I remember correctly, vacuous I typically get from glass bottles. Don't think I have any glass bottles on me, and we're going to need, once again, 8 of those per craft. We need 2 crafts, so 16 glass bottles. I don't have 16 glass bottles on me, so we can go get those. Everything else is here, because I've got the required 16 tenebrae, yes. Okay, so 16 glass bottles. We'll go grab 16 glass bottles. We'll probably just make them for the vacuous, for these void seeds, in order to unlock the next quest, in order to show us what the quest is to get those air elementals, in order to get that demon stuff. Something about ads. Don't know what. It looks like Twitch is telling me that ads will be happening soon. Hi there, Emerald. I'm happy for you and also concerned for you that you have big storms headed for your way. I hope you enjoy your lurk, and I hope you're safe with those storms coming your way. Glass bottles are made with glass. We need 16 of them. We'll crush up 16 of the glass in order to make 16 glass bottles. Put the rest of our glass away. I'm going to guess that we're going to have ads in about 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I'm not certain. Should be fun either way. Pick up some of this glass. Apparently there was already some in there. We'll go make bottles out of it in our advanced forming press. We'll also disassemble this minecart while we're here. Pick up this chest and put it away while we wait on those glass bottles. Alright. Glass bottles are done. Put stuff away, pick up the bottles, head back to Thaumcraft area. Alright. The pearls have been converted into essence. We're not going to need this either. The alienist is exactly what we need, so we'll put it away. The precantatio we'll just set aside for now. This is going to make some vacuous, so we'll set that here. Grab another charcoal to convert those bottles into essence. And that'll be stuck in our warded jar for this little craft, for the vacuous component. Looks like the alienus and the tenebrae have been drawn up into the arcane machine to start the process. Just need to get this little bit of essence drawn into the warded jar, and then we'll move the warded jar over. Okay, it looks like ads are going to start in roughly 3 minutes. I'm going to take a break while the ads are playing. Hopefully this crafting is done first. And we can then have the quests open while the ads are playing so I can try to understand that better. Okay. So we've got our void seeds. We need to submit those for the quest. And then that should unlock the other quest, which I'm going to be reading while you guys are on ad break, which is going to happen in just a couple minutes. Hi there, ASCII. How you doing? Sorry you showed up right before the ads start. That's really unfortunate. I don't know what to do about ads. I don't think that Twitch gives me much choice besides run them or not be able to stream. So those will be going here in just a minute or two. Minute and a half. All right. Well, let's see if I can go grab the stones before ads start. Looks like there's a button I can push to snooze them for 5 minutes. So I'll snooze them for 5 minutes. And that'll allow me to get over to the blood magic altar and pick up those void metal stones and whatnot so that I can complete the next quest, so I can unlock the quest that will show me how to get the demon blood shards that I need to proceed with a stronger activation crystal so that I can proceed with that ritual of the falling tower here in a minute or 3. Get back out my high-speed pickaxe. And we'll pick back up these blocks. I did the quests in a little bit out of order, or at least I built the pyramid, or built up the altar out of order because I didn't have access to some of the things that were supposedly required to have these things earlier. Alright, that should finish that quest. Okay. So the quest that I need to read the instructions for is now unlocked. And I will be reading that while you guys are on ads, and then we can read it together, and maybe I'll even understand it. Oh, come on. Walking is fun. I swear I'm not any good at Minecraft, but people seem to think I'm better at it than I do. Alright, the final 4 here. Then our pyramid, or excuse me, our altar should be tier 4 again. Alright. Now for that quest. And maybe adds... What did it do? Oh. Ads start in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Now ads are started. Okay. Well, time to not do much on the stream. We'll put those away. Ads end in 47 seconds. Minute 47. Ads will complete in 49 seconds. So to get an air elemental, gonna need air element, which is aether, which is this. 6 of those, so I'm gonna need like a bunch of this. Alright, it looks like we're back from ads. So in looking through the quests, in order to unlock this quest, in addition to the Blood Altar Tier 4, I'm going to need to do some slates and a Master Orb, getting close. These 4 demonic slates will not be difficult, as we have the components for them already on us. We just need to make them. Grab our orb out, set this automation to make demonic slates, and then we'll wait for the altar to have a bunch of life essence in it and get that going. On the topic of quests, we're going to need to craft up those slates, then pick up our blood orb, and then we'll have this unlocked. This says that we need to make some arcane pedestals and an arcane plinth, and then we're going to have to arrange them in a little circle, and then add elements on top of the pedestals. And then after lightning, a demon will appear. It won't always drop the shard, so prepare multiple sets. So I'm planning on making, I think, 31 of these aether. I'll need one of them for the awakened activation crystal. This will give me enough for 5 of the demons, which should get me the 3 shards that it's telling me I'll need. If that's too noisy up there, those creatures dying, let me know and I'll turn them down even further. They're quite noisy. But now we'll get these blank slates started into being converted into the demonic ones. Boom, boom, boom. Crash, boom, bang. Let's go take a look at how happy they are. Yeah, there's the storm one. There's apparently a withering one up here. I don't even know what kind that is. But the nice, friendly, infernal blazes look like they're quite happy up there, don't they? Trapped in the well of suffering. That's where infernal mobs belong, I think. Trapped where they can be useful. We'll put those away. Our slates have gone through the process of being blank slates. Now there are reinforced slates. There might be a step between reinforced slates and demonic slates. They're 60% done through what their current conversion is. Once their final conversion's done, they'll be drawn out of the altar and stuck in the chest, the output chest, and we can pick them up and complete that quest. Then we'll just store them in a backpack for later, putting them away where they belong. I'm not sure where I'm going to store them. Probably with the other blood magic stuff. Let's see here. For demonic slates, there's the imbued slate in between. So they're currently imbued, and they're 10% along their way to becoming demonic. I'll have a drink of coffee while we wait for them to complete their progress. If only I'd just done the entire thing before stream, you guys wouldn't be waiting on this. But this is what happens when you don't know exactly what's coming and you try to show the whole process on stream. Which I guess I really am doing that because you guys are getting the whole blood magic experience and what it takes to get the ritual of the falling tower to go. One step at a time. I really hope this doesn't run out of life essence before this craft is complete, because then it'll have to restart. Which would be unfortunate in the extreme. And I'll have to do 2 at a time instead of all 4. Which is silly. I don't know what Twitch is telling me, but it's trying to get my attention, and I'm going to ignore it because it doesn't say it's going to mess up my stream. It says I have 0 dropped frames, and that the stream quality is excellent, which I am hopeful is true. %71%. And the altar has 10,000 life essence left in it. Let's hope that's more than enough to complete. %85. And we're down to 9,000 life essence. I think we're going to be okay. So did you get your McDonald's ad, ASCII? Or did you get something else? Or is it just 5 McDonald's ads right on top of each other because, well, gee, thank you, Twitch. We need a whole bunch of the same ad. We'll pick up those demonic slates. The quest will complete. Why doesn't it like my blood orb? I've run into this before, and I thought it was really annoying. Oh, it says it has to have just enough tungsten steel for your rocket. Okay, one more distraction in quests. This is probably going to be something that I'm just going to give up on, because if it's a whole lot, it's going to be very aggravating. I don't even look at these quests very often. Yes, this is way crazy. So we're not going to actually complete the quests that I was thinking we'd complete. We'll just look at the ones we haven't completed and call it good. We're going to need to make some things, and we'll do the quest without actually having the quest unlocked. Those can just go in there for now. So we're going to need a bunch of simple catalyst. We're going to need a bunch of gas tiers, feathers, glue, and so forth to make this. Actually, gas tiers are kind of a challenge to get right now. So I'm going to say we don't do that one, and we only do it once. What are my other options? My other options are Insinium, Aqua Solucis, Terra, Tenebrae, or Sanctus. I think the Tiara is going to be the easiest one. I've made it a lot of times before. I don't think I have the 30. I've got the Insidium and I've got Terra, so I can do both of those. We'll just save the 2 required for the Offensia. We'll do double that just in case. And okay. So we can use this Terra and this Insinium with our arcane plinths and arcane pedestals to summon some demons. But in order to summon demons, apparently I need to do more Thaumcraft research. I'm hopeful that this doesn't result in me having yet more warp, because that's precisely what a person needs, is all the Thaumcraft warp. All right. So for these, need to get the... Do I have the book with me? I do have a book with me. Gonna need some ink and some scribing tools and some paper. And then we'll go back down to the Thaumcraft area. And once again, do some Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft gates all the other magic mods in New Horizons. And we are currently being gated away from the arcane pedestal and the... Okay, so this is the same research. Go to blood magic. Let's summon some demons, minor warp. Excellent. I was more than a little concerned about this, but it is what it is. So, Tenebrae can go through light, and then air, and then Modus. Our Terra can go into Vitreous, and then we can go both of those into Ordo. For Ignis, we will need Potentia to get to Order. For Precantatio, we will need Potentia again to get to Ordo, and we have run out of ink. We can just swap our scribing tools because we had them nearby. And then that'll get us to Ordo. Finally, Alienus goes through Tenebrae. It's that same path right here. Through Lux, through Air, and then finally Modus to our Ordo. Then we'll use Instrumentum to connect things up. And then finally, Fabrico. And we'll just use another pair of these to get that research completed. Who knows how much warp we have now? It should be lots of fun. So we'll replace this recipe with the actual recipe for the arcane plinth and the actual recipe for the arcane pedestals, of which we need 6 of. So we're going to need to make a bunch of stuff. So we actually need 7 arcane pedestals because one of them's used in the arcane plinth. So we'll need to get all this stuff crafted. There we go. We'll refill our scribing tools with some ink. And then we'll head back to our base to get this next set of steps going. And get Thaumcraft, well, Blood Magic Thaumcraft combination going. I need some Thaumcraft pieces in order to make the Blood Magic pieces in order to summon the demons, in order to kill the demons, to steal their demon blood shards. This is quite a bit more involved than the blood magic that I played previously, which was for newer Minecraft, but that is the way the cookie crumbles, right? Actually, we'll keep our Thaumonomicon on us in case we need it in the future. In order to make these arcane stones, we're going to need 49 of. You combine stone with a cluster shard. We're going to need a bunch of cluster shards. I'm going to make the cluster shards out of air crystals. 8 of these, so 4 times 7 is 28. And then 20, well, no. Let's see what we've got here. Try to keep these numbers pretty even because then I don't run out of any individual piece. Alright, so if I do it that way, 2, 4, 6, I'll need 1 more. I have the most of these. 5, 6, 7. Alright. Then we'll sleep because it's night. And we'll go back to doing some more Thaumcraft in order to make arcane stones. In addition to those, we'll need some regular stone, which I've got here. Head back down to the Thaumcraft area once again to do some more magic work. We're going to need to refill our wand again with the shrooms. We're going to want our magic gear to reduce cost. We're going to take this wand and just kind of set it aside. In order to grow the shrooms, we're going to need our watering can. We'll pick up the shrooms that are there. Plant those back down as our wand absorbs up the arcane energies. And then we'll once again grow the magic mushrooms to provide us with more mana. Looks like the wand is about half full. Probably take 2 more growings to get it filled up. That's 1 more. Let's check it now after the stuff is absorbed up into it. Not there yet. A little bit more. Grow the magic shrooms again with our watering can and pick them once again. Grabbing up all those arcane energies for our wand. Are we full? We are. Says we're getting a little hungry, so we'll go ahead and eat some food. And we'll come over here and make these crystal clusters. And then using these crystal clusters, we'll make the arcane stone. And more arcane stone. And our wand is out of power, so we will once again refill the wand. Get that inventory sorted. Regrow the mushrooms in order to once again power the wand. With Thaumcraft doing the arcane work table crafting, you end up either growing lots of mushrooms, killing lots of mobs, or finding a way to cheese it. I'm not doing this the cheese way because I don't think that that's the way to progress in a pack appropriately. If I was just going to cheese it, I could just go into creative and just, you know, spawn all the blocks and all the things I need. Other people think, hey, if there's a way to cheese it, it's part of the game, it must have been intentional. We'll obviously just do it that way. I don't happen to agree with that, but I do see the argument, even if I disagree. Because no one has ever once made a mistake while they were coding something and inadvertently left an exploit in place. How's our wand doing? Getting pretty close. This should be the last time to grow these mushrooms to have it be full. Take a little drink. My voice is feeling kind of sore. There we go. Try not to spill my cup when I set it down. Alright. Making more arcane stone. And further more arcane stone. That's more arcane stone than the 49 we'll need. One, two, three, four. We need to refill the wand once again. This time we're probably low on the air. Yep, we only have 5. So now we're going to be filling the wand. Just a small portion of the wand because we have no extra air. But growing magic mushrooms will generate that air that we need. The air mana. Pick the shrooms. Get all the various viz, which is one of Thaumcraft's words for mana. There's viz, there's essence, there's centaviz, I think, is another one. I don't know. I haven't gone into that part of Thaumcraft yet. Know much about it. Thaumcraft, if you get too deep into it, you lead into having lots of warp. And lots of warp ends up with your game not being great. Your experience is becoming poorer and poorer. Right now, mostly I have to deal with bats as far as bad things happening, but I guess one of the things you can get if you get too much warp is the occasional wither spawn, which sounds really bad. So I'm holding off on just doing tons and tons of warp related research for having the ability to clear up that warp and not just have terrible things happening when you're not looking. Another one of the warp effects is to spawn a friendly Enderman, which I guess means he'll only blow up if there's another mob nearby, maybe. Which doesn't sound great. Alright. We've got our arcane pedestals. We need to grab some weak blood shards and some large bloodstone bricks, which I don't have sorted out yet. Hi there, Zerth. I got the ritual set up, and then I went to activate it, and it said your activation crystal's too weak. So I have not got the ritual to go off yet. I have the life essence required. I have the ritual stones required, even though I had to borrow some of them from my Well of Suffering. And I got all the things I thought I needed, but then I did not have this awakened activation crystal. So now I'm getting to make that, which will require demon summoning and some alchemy and some other such things. Right now, it looks like I'm going to need a bunch of these large bloodstone bricks, which is going to require a bunch of blood shards and other various fun stuff. Yeah, it's quite the little trek. It's all the fun in the world. And I was doing those combinations without having the appropriate discounts in place because I forgot to put on the right clothes. I forgot to wear my magic clothes. Oh well. Sometimes these things happen. Put some of this stuff away, and we will go find our blood magic shards. And we'll go do some alchemy at the blood magic altar area. Fly, fly, fly. Well, glide anyhow. I've yet to get a chicken what are those things called for the flight potion? What's the flight potion called? Pedestal. Chicken pedestal? Chicken trophy. I don't have a chicken trophy yet, so I don't have the flight potion yet. I've killed a lot of chickens, but I've never gotten the potion or the trophy. So, got some weak blood shards. Got a chemistry set somewhere. Got a blood orb. Let's convert some ritual stones, which I probably don't have enough of anymore. So I'm going to need to make them. let's see here. Any trophy and a feather in an MV assembler will work. Really, system? So it doesn't have to be the chicken trophy? And I've got looting on my rapier. I've got looting 2 at this point. That's what someone told me. Haven't redid it. You haven't tried it? Okay. Well, I would not complain about having a flight potion, so that is something I'm going to try here shortly. Because if it can be any trophy, that's nice. And I can stop killing chickens. I can just use one of my cow trophies that I have. But it looks like I'm going to be about 25 ritual stones short. So that means I get to make 25 more ritual stones. But yeah, we'll try this flight thing, because woohoo flight. Cow trophy, feather. We have an assembler right here. Does it require a number? Nope. Okay. I like it. Seems wrong, but that's okay. All right. Something. You get something you probably want to keep for a while. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, hunting chickens was not fun. You need the greater... I think 7 minutes is going to be enough for now. I've got all this other stuff I need to make right now. So... I guess I'll go pick up some ritual stones. No, I better make them, because otherwise I'm going to run out, and that would be bad. Then I wouldn't have ritual stones for the ritual of the falling tower. So making ritual stones is this process. We went through this earlier on stream, but we're going to get to do it some more. More blank slates, which means cutting more arcane stones, which means making more arcane stone. This should be fun. Let's refill our food stocks, that way we don't run low. Yes, I probably can get that greater catalyst pretty quickly, but I'm concentrating on the ritual of the falling tower. And I really don't want to go through the process of making a whole bunch more ritual stones, so let's see if I can just steal them. Do I have... I'll bet I can answer this question right here. The Well of Suffering requires 36, so yes, I can steal them. 36 is less than 24, which would be the 16 plus the 8 required for the missing ones that I didn't make, because I thought it took 100, it actually takes 108. So we'll head over here, we'll steal some stones. We need... We need 16 of these. All right. Then we need to combine that with some weak blood shards, which we've got some of. We're probably going to need some more, but we can get them more after we've used up the ones we've got. All right. So for these, we've got the orb. Okay. This goes here. The ritual stones go here. And the weak blood shards go there. And then that'll make those large bloodstone bricks that we're going to need for the arcane pedestals, along with 14 blood runes. I have none. What will be required for these? 4 blank slates in the magician's orb. Okay. Actually, I can steal those too. I need 14 of these. 5, 10, 14. I'll just steal everything. Alright, we got those. We will need some arcane stone bricks, which is arcane stone, which we'll need to make some more of because we don't have any extras of those. This is my base that I have in the middle of things. This is base 2 of 4 right now. Base 4 being kind of to be made, but certainly in the planning stages. Gonna need 7 of these. We've got the stone with us. We can just go back to the arcane area. Bombcraft area, even. Get out the right stuff. Put on the clothes. Put the right wand in. Get a fire cluster. Do the combination for more arcane stones. Our wand is low. Is our other wand low too? Nope, our other wand can do it for us. We can steal from that for now. Alright. So, we need to convert them. We need to get some more blood shards. And then we'll need some more stuff in the future. But for now, we can just go get some more blood shards. Put the magic clothes away, put the magic wand away, put the blood orb away and the alchemical set. And these pieces we're going to be doing crafting with later, we'll put away. Keep the potion. But we're going to need more blood shards, which means killing mobs with the bound blade. Which is a ways away. The bound blade is in my blood magic area. So we can fly over there to get it. Or glide, I suppose. Combination glide and fly. Go down the elevators. Grab the bound blade. And then head for the spawners, where we kill things that aren't always infernal, but quite often are. So up in here are a couple of skeleton spawners. This is a rogue dungeon that I've been picking on. There's some other spawners over here. Looks like nothing's presently spawned, which is fine. But here's the skeletons. Looks like we're going to need 18 of these weak blood shards total. Fighting infernal mobs is not great. But they all spawn that way, it seems like. I think this might be a baby skeleton. Next time I come over here, I really should bring the mana tablet and everything I need to do a ritual. Not a ritual. To have a regeneration flower going. Let's go down below and see if there's anything that's going to be easy to kill over here. Only 4 more. Watch our health very carefully because these mobs are not friendly. So much fun. Hey, 1 more shard. So we just need 3 more total. Two more total. Spawners are so much fun in these little dungeons. 1 more shard required. And then we can get out of here. And stop having fun with these mobs. It is nice in this older version of Minecraft. As fast as you can click, you can attack. Of course, the last shard will take 10 times longer than any of the other shards. Okay. Those are getting kind of scary. And our inventory is looking horrible. So we'll get rid of some of this stuff and put it in our bag. And we'll go back up to the skeletons and see if they're willing to give us a weak blood shard. Rapidly. To get the final one we need. I wish you could augment this blade. Hey! Got that last shard. Nice. I was saying I wish you could make this blade more powerful. But I don't know how to do that. I think there's going to be a way, but I don't know what it is. So let's put that blade away. Put away this loot. Get out our potion. It's the middle of the night, so we'll sleep to the sounds of happy monsters. And we'll have a bite to eat before we take another swig from our potion to restore our flight and get out of here. With those additional shards, what's the next step? More crafting at the arcane work table. Okay. Which is going to be over here. And we're going to want our magic outfit again to reduce the costs. And we're going to need those pedestals. We're going to need the blood shards. We're going to need arcane stone bricks, which we actually haven't made yet, so we're going to need to take those up and make them. Going to need some of these large bloodstone bricks, and then we'll need those blood runes. So, because we need to go back up, we'll go back up. To make those arcane stones, the stone bricks, we need to cut the ones we have in a machine. And it takes the red lens in order to cut them. So we'll come up here and find the red lens. And we'll get this to cutting them. This will take just a moment or three, which is unfortunate that I didn't have this done, but what can you do? I suppose we can look at what the requirements are for these other pieces. Blocks of iron. We'll need 4 blocks of iron, so we'll get that crafting as well. Blocks of iron are pretty easy. Just you get some iron and you stick it in the steam squasher to turn into the blocks. Be nice if you could just do it in your crafting grid, but that's not the way here. While we're up here, we can put away our experience, and we can also pick up some more food. And we can drop off all these eggs and the extra gold coins. We'll pick up those completed blocks of iron, put them away for when we need them. We'll put some of this extra materials away. We definitely don't need to have on us. All this loot that dropped in that dungeon. While we wait on those stone bricks. I am a pretty bad hoarder. I keep what feels like everything because I might want it later, or I might want some of the components that I can get out of it later, or maybe I just like to keep things. I'm not real sure on that. 9 done, 5 to go. And we wait, and we wait, unfortunately. 3 more to go. With there being about half an hour till I would normally stop, I don't think I'm actually going to get this ritual off today. Conversely, I might just stream until I get it. If I think that's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to stream until I get the ritual off today. I wanted to do it this morning. It won't be this morning, but it will be today. Unless people tell me, hey, no more streaming. If the family says, hey, no more streaming, I'll probably listen to them. All right. Back to the Thaumcraft area, where we'll put on our magic outfit, and we'll get our magic wand, which is practically empty, and we'll refill it. Gonna need that watering can to refill the wand. Actually, air viz isn't required for this craft, so our wand will work just fine for now. Got the discount, got the right wand. But now it's out of magic, so we have to refill it either way. So in addition to having the right orb and enough ritual stones, and the ritual diviner that can do the dusk stones, you need to have the right activation crystal, which requires more research, more warp, more fun. How's our wand looking? Not there yet. Probably 2 more sets of mushrooms, and then we'll have that done. It's pretty close. Let's go use up some magic. Pretty close, but not there. Let's grow some more shrooms. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Lurker. I see that you've done that. But I don't have the desire to say, hey, Lurker, this is your name and you're in my stream. So I'll just say thank you for the follow. I think it means I'm going to be pretty close to the 60 followers that the automated goal thing gave me, which is kind of nice. Don't know that. But lurkers are great. From what I understand, lurkers kind of make Twitch go round and round. I'm of the opinion that what Twitch is telling me is that it's going to have ads in about 5 minutes. I'm going to push the snooze button as soon as it thinks it's ready, because I don't need ads, and you guys probably don't want ads. Alright, that's completed. This is Arcane Infusion, so we can put this other wand here. We can store our clothing back normally. And we can look at what the requirements are for the next component. We're going to need those blocks of irons converted into blood-infused iron. We're going to need some null catalyst. We'll use that recipe. No, we won't. We'll use this recipe because that's the one we have access to. We'll need... Okay. Keep one of these out. It's nighttime, so we'll sleep. So we don't need monsters. And we'll look back at the recipe we were working on. So we need to go get those converted. We need the null catalysts. And then we're going to need to sort out what various aspects we need. That shouldn't be too bad. Take a swig from our flask. And we'll use flight instead of just gliding to get to our blood magic altar once again. So we can pull the orb. And then how much do these blocks of iron cost? 64,000. Okay, so we're going to need to do them one by one, and the altar is going to need to be pretty much full. I think the good news is we're going to have well over the 300k, we're close to 600k life essence in our blood orb, and that's half full, so maybe that 1.05 million is going to be the accurate number for how much this orb holds, which would be super nice because that means I can do some bigger meteor rituals than just the one I was looking at. This makes tantalite, but there's a ritual that makes tantalum. Or instead, I think. Oh. Wow. I'm pretty sure that the 1 million is not going to be the 8 million required for that. Snooze ads for 5 minutes. Absolutely. So, no, we're not going to do that one. We'll just keep this ritual up there because that one we can actually do. The life altar is full. We'll start that first blood-soaked block of iron. And hopefully it completes before the life altar runs out. I'm pretty sure it will, because the ritual above that's killing off the Blazes is going. Fairly certain you haven't seen this yet, Zerth. But my pyramid's just below here. My altar's just below here, 9 meters down. I've got my Ritual of Suffering here. Well of Suffering, excuse me. And I've got a Blaze spawner up there, along with some Cursed Earth, and then a Dark Room for all the spawning of these various blazes, which are then drained of their life essence with this ritual, which then feeds into my blood magic altar. I forgot to set the automation up, so let's set the automation up so that it draws out that blood infused iron block as soon as it's ready, which it looks like it's half done. Everything in this pack takes too much time, and then some more time, and then some extra time. Are you guys able to hear the game sounds? I think you are, but I'm not certain. Set these back both to normal, since there isn't a crazy blaze up there. It says that I get to run an ad now, which is unfortunate. So I'm just going to be standing here working on these infused block of iron, the blood infused iron, while the ads play. I probably won't be done by the time you guys are back. Sorry that ads have to run, but ads have to run, so here they go. Maybe you'll get lucky and you don't actually have an ad. Ad break ends in 2 minutes 47 seconds. I do wish that I could tell it no ads, but I'm fairly certain that Twitch is thinking that its customers are the people who sell ads, not the people who stream or the people who watch streams, which is too bad. And of course, because I have ads, I'm probably going to lose half my viewers. But not the ones that are subbed. Well, actually, I guess that's a question I don't know the answer to. Do people who are subbed get to have no ads? I hope so. But who knows? Just keep streaming until you get the blood magic meteor ritual complete. 6 days later, still doing the ritual. Ay, ay, ay. Well, Mr. Noisy's back, so we'll quiet down Mr. Noisy again. If you're on ads, you might not even have heard Mr. Noisy. But we'll go take a look at him because it's better than just standing here. Oh. Looks like he's dead. Nice. If that's the case, I can put sounds back to normal. It's too bad there isn't a key to just switch these back and forth. I wonder if there's a muffler I can tell make those things quiet. Who knows? Almost done. Almost done with ads. Good combination. Let the altar fill back up while the ads continue to roll. Looks like ads are going to be over here in a few seconds. It says the ad break has ended. Can anyone confirm that the ads are over? It says they are, but I don't know if I believe it. Two more of these blood-infused iron blocks to go. One of which is 16% done. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about this more, I probably should have done all of this work off stream and just been like, hey, I'm summoning another ritual, another meteor. Or maybe you guys are like, hey, this is really good information to have because, wow, I should just go mining instead of setting up rituals to get iron and tantalum, from the ritual. Although there are some other things that are good to have, I assume. If we look at the other rituals that are possible. You can get the nether stuff using an advanced replicator and 1.2 million LP, which will get you a bunch more stuff. But basically this doubles the amount of tantalum you're going to get because it's nether instead of regular. And then there's a even bigger ritual, which I don't think I'll be able to afford because I think the maximum I can do is about 1.1 million. Actually, probably 1,050,000 is my guess right now. Which means I could do this one instead. Mars Cobblestone. Wow. I could apparently have Mars Stone without ever going to Mars. That's fun. And then there's other rituals. I think there's like, yeah, there's almost 40 in total. And then they're sorted by their cost down below. You can get various moon rocks. You can get a whole bunch of stuff from nether ores. You can get stuff from the moon, including platinum ore, palladium ore, plutonium ore. That actually looks like a really good ritual to run. Because the iridium would be great to have. The platinum would be great to have. The palladium and the scheelite would be nice to have. Tungstate would be good. Plutonium. All the nice things. Thank you for the follow. Enjoy your lurk. I do very much appreciate the follow. Shadow Iron. Is this shadow metal the stuff that makes void? Nope, it is not. I'm an EV, and thank you for that first time chat, Batman. How are you doing? I'm an EV, and I've never made the NASA workbench. I'm basically working on stuff so I can make more circuits so I can have more automation. I'm running low on tantalum, so I want to summon a meteor to get myself some tantalite ore so I can have more tantalum for the surface mount components for the circuits. I'm doing really well. Thank you. Um, but when I went to summon the meteor, I found out that I didn't have the right activation crystal. So now I'm making the activation crystal, which requires demon blood shards, which you get from summoning demons, which requires the arcane plinths and arcane pedestals. I've got the arcane pedestals at this point. I need to make the arcane plinth, and then I'll need to sacrifice some materials, and then I'll need to make these various alchemical components, and then I can have my awakened crystal, and then I can go steal some ritual stones and take them back to where I had that ritual going, or almost going, and actually do the ritual. But I need 4 of these blood infused arcane blocks for the arcane plinth. This will be my first time as well. Everything that I'm doing right now is my first time. I've not done any of this blood magic before. I was hopeful to summon a meteor on stream for the first time with viewers after completing the blood magic orb that I needed, and so forth and so forth, because until today I didn't have this master blood orb. So the maximum LP I could have was 150k. Now I think the maximum is going to be 1,050,000, but it might be 1 million. I'm not sure. It might be 900k. I don't know. I'll only find out once it tops out and stops accepting more. Oops. I should not have clicked that out of the altar because it just reset the craft. Oh well. Mistakes are made. And I'm out of coffee. So that's 2 mistakes right now. While those ads were going, I should have made more coffee. Good news is I've still got water. And yeah, I was really, really hoping to have this ritual done like an hour ago. And then the pack said, hey, you need a whole bunch more stuff. We say you need to have a activation crystal. We say you need to have a LV emitter, and we say you need to have 300k LP along with your master ritual stone and your ritual stones. And I had all that stuff, but what I didn't know was that I would need the awakened activation crystal in order to activate the ritual. I have never played with Galacticraft before. I may have used Galacticraft before. There was some sort of mod in one of the packs I played shortly. I didn't play the entire pack at all. That had you go to various planets. I don't remember if it was Galacticraft, but you had to make a spaceship and then warp around or something. I don't remember the details. It's been probably a year and a half or more. But I haven't done any Galacticraft in New Horizons. So it's one of the things that I'm going to do. I'm currently considering myself to be sort of, while I'm in EV, I really do consider myself to be more of an MV level of in progression, because I haven't completed the MV quests, and I want to do that before I start the HV quests, and then I want to do most of the HV quests before I do the NASA workbench. In order to do all that stuff, I want to have a bunch more automations set up. I've really enjoyed having the automations that I have, and I want more. In order to have automations, you have to have lots of machines. In order to have lots of machines, you need lots of circuits. And I'm really low on the surface mount components pieces that you make the surface mount components out of, so I can't make more circuits right now. The next automation I'm working on is actually uh, getting my ore processing to do a lot more. And I can show that right this second easily because it's right around the corner from us. So if I go down here and come up pretty far, I've got my ore processing automations here. So the floor above us has some storage for input and storage for output. This is the power production for the ore processing line. I'm using benzene, so this redstone cable here is saying that the benzene is full, so it turns off the pyrolyzed oven so we don't use a bunch of extra power. But benzene is consumed by these solid oxide fuel cells. This makes 2 EV amps roughly, which then sends the power out as EV power to all these various machines which do my automated ore processing. Right now, this part of my ore processing is working with these output storages, but I've got a bunch of other stuff that's not being processed because there's nowhere to store the outputs basically. So right now my ore processing is kind of just sitting on me, waiting on me to make a bunch more super chests as well as a bunch more basic packagers in order to have more space to store more items. Occasionally I'll bring in some ore and I'll just stuff it in wherever and let it process automatically, but there's a bunch more that needs to happen here to get all this ore processed. And once I've got the meteor done, I'll probably have to clean up all these chests to store the components that the meteor process creates. So I need the arcane pedestal, the blood infused. Okay, I need the null catalysts. Okay, got that set up. So we'll head back to my other base. I've actually gone through 3 bases and I'm planning a 4th base right now. My first base is now where I do Thaumcraft, and it's kind of a hole in the wall, and it's really not set up to be safe from monsters. This is my second base. It was safe from monsters, but it wasn't safe from me missing out on building a roof before I put a machine down and caused an explosion, which is what you see right there is where the explosion happened. I was worried about pollution. I was thinking about pollution when I was creating this. I built it far away from my other machines so it wouldn't, the EBF and the quad turbines being used to power it would not cause pollution in the chunks that I was currently working in. It's entirely possible that I was talking about advanced rocketry. I don't remember. I don't even remember which pack I was in. I would have to try to sort that out. And if it's really important to people, I can go look, but I don't find it important personally. But I had an EBF here with 4 turbines powering it, and I forgot to build roof, and it rained on it, and I was standing over here working on some other stuff, working on other stuff entirely, and I heard a great explosion, and then there was horrible pollution, and it was a real mess. So I decided that this base design was not for me because I forgot roofs. So my next base I did was where the blood magic stuff is at, which is kind of a series of small towers next to each other, which looks kind of weird, looks kind of strange, but primarily this is set up for the farms on top. So this is a really low pollution area. Now that I'm really into the bees mod, I'm creating this area, this 5x5 to put a tower in. It's going to be a brick tower primarily. The inner 3x3 chunks are where I'm going to have all my automations and power it with oil bees essentially. And then the outer chunks will be primarily decorative. And this will probably be very polluted, where this area is not polluted at all. That is the current thought process. We were making these null catalysts, which are going to require a bunch of stuff, which I hopefully have all of. We'll have to see. Okay, so 12 magma cream, no problem. Flint is no problem. Diamonds are not going to be a problem. And nether stars are not going to be a problem. When I got to the point where I could kill the wither, I decided to kill him 64 times because, well, why not? We'll create some null catalyst. Yeah, I don't... Is this actually a better recipe? Maybe it is. Because this is requiring one nether star each. And this is requiring a tiny pile of nether star. Can you get that from a nether star? Well, let's do this the other way. Can you get... No. Okay, so I really should have done it this way for the second one, but whatever. You live, you learn. All right. Back to Thaumcraft Infusion Crafting. I believe I've got all the stuff set up already for 12 items. But if not, it'll be more arcane pedestals, which is not too terrible. It's not great. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 12. So we'll get all these things going. We'll set up the automation to draw out the arcane plinth only. We'll put in the arcane pedestal as the item to be, yep. And then we'll put in our catalysts and our blood shards. There would be a more ideal method of storing all these things on the arcane pedestals, but I'm not too concerned with the instability of the ritual because I have 172 stability here, and the ritual says it has an instability of 10, which is a lot lower. All right, so I'm going to need metal, fire, and earth. So I think fire, earth. You can fill these up. And then, okay, so those don't need to be full, they just need to be close to full. So those two are plenty full. And then we'll need the metal. Do I have metallum in here? Probably not. Okay, so we'll need to get some metallum cooked up. I probably have some metallum in one of these. So I'd rather use that than just go back to essentially the drawing board. Then again, maybe I don't have any metallum. Looking through inventory. So much fun. Okay, so I have a very tiny amount of metallum, which means I'll need a whole lot more. Okay. So I might as well just make a whole stack. Alright. That's unfortunate, but that's what happens. So in order to have metallum, I'm guessing some sort of metal bar is going to be the best. Let's look at wrought iron is going to be the best. So we're going to need a half, no, not a half stack. We're going to need 16 of these. All right, those are fine. Tenebrae, we need 24 of, and I think I have 4, so I'm going to need more Tenebrae. I can get that from these abyssal stones, so that won't be a problem. Precantatio, I have plenty of, I'm pretty sure. Yep, I've got Precantatio. Because I'll need 16, and I've got well over 16. Then some Alienus. I need 8, which is 2 Ender Pearls, which I can get started right now, because I carry some Ender Pearls. So we'll get the Ender Pearls started. We'll get some of this Abyssal Stone started. How much Abyssal Stone will we need? These do 4 each, so we'll need 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1 more charcoal. That'll get the Tenebrae we need. So we'll do the Ender Pearls back here. We'll do the Abyssal Stone up here. Get those going. And then we need to go get those wrought iron. So we'll head up to go get the wrought iron. It is night, so we'll sleep. Where are you in the bee forestry? Okay. While I'm getting the wrought iron, I will look at my bee stuff, and you can help me decide how to help you understand where I'm at. I've got a bunch of bees. I have got the acclimatizer. I do not have any of the other genetic stuff, and I haven't even looked at gendistry. These are the bee storages for the bees that I have really well implemented. This is the highest tier bee as far as I know, is the Enderium bee. It's the top bee that I've created. It got me the blinding production speed, and then I've applied it to the other bees. My platinum bees are really nice. The other bees that were really nice to have, I've got the oil bees that I'm working on. It looks like I haven't upgraded my titanium bees. So my best bees are going to be the Enderium bees, the platinum bees, and then probably these oil bees. As far as, you know, what bees are really good. But what I've done is I've basically made these into the best bees that they can be, if you pardon the pun. So they've got the longest life, which I like. They've got blinding production speed, both 5 for temperature, both 5 for humidity. They survive off rocks, and they're both day, night, and tolerant flyer, and I'm pretty sure they're all happy with caves too. Is there a cave tolerant that's separate? No. If I come over and look at the Beealyzer, we'll just grab the platinum drone because he's the one I look at the most. So they've got some pretty good stats, and they've got some pretty good stats. I like this heroic effect, and I've never lost it, which is nice. Basically, that'll kill hostile mobs that are in the vicinity of the beehive. But yeah, I've spent some time on bees. Spent quite a bit on time on bees. I want to spend more time on bees, but I haven't. I'm My biggest priority right this second is to get the ritual, the ritual of the falling tower going, because that was what I was hoping to do today. So 16 iron. Take those over to our arc furnace and very quickly get some wrought iron out of it to convert into the metallum. In addition to the bees that I showed you that were basically best bees, I've also got some other bees which are nowhere near as good that I need to stat up to those same levels at some point, but I haven't had a chance to do. But titanium, chrome, lapis, diamond, ruby, certus. This is the Easter bee, which is fun. And so forth and so forth. But yeah, I found bees to be really nice. They're kind of a slow thing to make, but they're really nice to have. Right now, I've said a couple times that there's a tower that I want to build. If I look at the map, I can show you the area where I want to build it. I want to have a tower that's going to cover about 4 chunks in size here. So it'll be about 50 by 50 in size by about 130 tall. And I want to primarily make that out of bricks. So one of the automations I have right in this area is some clay bees making bricks for me. And those just run 24/7 making bricks. Let's go over here. We're going to need to get this going. A couple more charcoal. This is still emptying out. Let's put labels on all these so I know what they are. And then let's get this metallum going. And then we can pick these up. Because they should all be done. We'll double check that here in a second. But I'm pretty sure. And then we'll pick up the Terra. We'll pick up the Precantatio if we... Okay, we can't. What about this? Yep, we can pick that one up. Put the Eider away. The Alienus we're going to need. Put those two away. Put this Terra away. Alienus is one of the ones we want. Let's move the Tenebrae over. Combine those up. Put this away. Pick up the Tenebrae and have it ready for us. So Terra, no, Ignis first. Metallum is before that, but we'll get that here in a second. Terra, Precantatio, Tenebrae, Alienus, and then finally, looks like you're full. Let's throw a label on you. You're empty. You're empty. Okay. Let's verify numbers. So 64, 48, 32, 64 metallum, more than 48 Ignis, more than 32 Terra. How much this? 24 Tenebrae, 16, 8. 24, yep. 16, yep. 8, yes. Okay. So all of those can be placed. 3 at a time. Metallum, Ignis, Terra, Tenebrae, Precantatio, and Alienus. So the items are here, the essences are here. The item is on the middle plinth. Grab a wand. Create the craft. Put the wand away. Looks like we're getting really close to being actually able to summon some demons. This should be exciting. Oh, we'll repair this while we're here. So this flight potion, which is really nice to have, you can actually just repair with a little tiny bit of this instrumentum essence. And then you have a full potion again for flight, which is super duper nice. We can do that while we're waiting on the crafting to occur. Infusion crafting. We can put away our watering can, and we can watch the infusion crafting. I really want to get this ritual done today. I really thought it would be done sooner than it is. But what are you going to do? Draws in all that essence, which is nice. Any other questions, Batman, or curiosities? Okay, so the Easter bee. Nope, not lapis. None of those are right. Okay, so is it LEP? It is LEP. So it is a drone that has a really good chance of creating silky combs better than other bees. And it makes eggs as well. So it's kind of the Easter egg drone. I'm not sure why silky combs are considered to be Easter. I'm fairly certain this is the Easter bunny eggs is why this one is. But silky combs, if I click the right buttons, which I'm not being very good at, you have a 5% chance for a lot of the bees. Tropical bees have a 20% chance, and the Easter bee has a 30% chance, which is much better. So it's on par with the exotic bee. Yeah, it is among the best of bees for creating these silky combs. It also creates eggs. So if you want eggs or you want silky combs, it's the best bee to use. We've got our arcane plinth, which means we can go summon demons. But first we'll sleep. I think we'll do our demon summoning away from bases, not where we're going to do our ritual. Maybe we'll do our demon summoning in the Twilight Forest. I think I like the idea of that. That way, if things get completely out of hand, we can just leave the Twilight Forest and regroup. Before we do that, I'm going to put some more lapis on my sword, I think. Because I think, yeah, I can go 200 points higher. So, do I have... Don't. This is probably why I haven't done it in the past. Do I have lapis over at the other area? Let's hope. Yes, I do. That is lapis, and I have lots. Okay. So 200 lapis is... Well... There's a calculator built in. Equals 200 divided by 64. So 3 and an eighth. So every 4 of these is a stack. So that's 3 stacks and 1 more. So 3 1/4 stacks of lapis. And we can use our crowbar to get those out very rapidly in some configuration. Wrong backpack. Correct backpack. And then we can use a table somewhere in here. There it is. To apply that to our sword. A little bit at a time. 8 lapis at a time. I hope that noise isn't driving anybody crazy. That would be awful. But if I get this done here, I can stick the lapis back into the system, and it'll go back into the crating if need be. Alright, that's full. Almost. No, it is full. Okay. Pick up the table. Put the table away. I want to say one of these has some space in it. I'm totally wrong. There it is. I'd never made an IC2 nuclear reactor, so I'm sorry about that. I wonder if what you're hearing is one of the machines around here. Because there's a lot of machines going all the time in this area. It also just could have been the applying the lapis to the sword. Alright, we're headed for... We're going to use the potion to fly. And then we're going to head for the Twilight Forest. My Twilight Forest portal is up at my second base, base 2, with the absolute biggest, strongest, and best naming scheme possible. And one of the things that I have problems with is that sometimes when I try to go to the Twilight Forest, it just pops me back out over and over. That time I made it through. Okay. And then I think I'll do my demon summoning right here. I have no idea what's going to happen, but this should be reasonably good. I went into the wrong one. Wait, no, I've got flight right now. Doesn't matter. Drop the flight. Okay. We'll create a platform a little bit higher than just on the bedrock. Use our wand to increase the size of our platform. And we'll look at the quest for these guys. And it shows this. So the plinth goes in the center. Then there's one space. All right. So plinth in the center. I like using torches to try to figure out centers. I made an even-sized object. That's horrible. And completely unintended. All right. So the plinth will go here. Then it said one space and then out. And then here, 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 and here. Get rid of most of these torches, because I imagine that horrible things are going to happen here. Alright. Put away the wand, put away the dirt. Get that out of my inventory. Put away torches. And then grab the material I'm going to use to summon things. And read the quest. Place a bound master orb on the plinth and the appropriate sacrifices on the pedestals. They must all be the same element, specifically all those words that are difficult to say. So the master orb I brought, that goes here. You are in time for some blood magic stuff. I was going to have the ritual of the falling tower done hours ago, but I ran into problems. And I needed a stronger activation crystal than I had. So I ended up needing to summon demons. I got the demon shard on the first shot. Nice. I just need the one of those, right? Yes. Let's triple double verify I just need the one. I do just need the one. Okay. So we'll pick this all up. Get my Master Blood Orb back. And then we'll clean up this whole little summoning ritual area. Because you just don't want to leave your demon summoning rituals active in the world, I suspect. Put away the dirt. Put away the torches. And get out of the Twilight Forest. I've played Doom. And no, I really don't want to leave demon summoning rituals going. Not even if they don't have ingredients. I kind of want to not have demon summoning rituals. How's your day going? Let's see here. Avangil. Did I say it right that time? I probably screwed it up again. I'm probably always going to screw it up. Alright, so I'm going to need 3 simple catalysts, which means 3 growth medium. I need some feathers, gas tiers, water bottles. I need a bunch of stuff. A strengthening catalyst. Does it have to be titanium arrows? I have to have titanium arrows for this. Oh my goodness. Okay. What does it take to have a titanium arrowhead? What a crock. Well, I hope that you had enjoyed your sleep. But yes, right now my inventory is a mess because I've been just trying to get things caught up to where they need to be in order to proceed with the ritual, which is not ready to proceed yet. So titanium plate is easy. Grab a titanium ingot, run it through the bending machine. A file and a wire cutter I think I've got over here. So that should be easy as well. So that's titanium arrowheads. Put those away. Then I need feathers and sticks. So 2 sticks. And 2 feathers. To make some titanium arrows. And then I will just melt this little bit of extra titanium down and store it in a cell. I don't think any of these are titanium cells. But we'll just keep that for later, maybe. So we need 1, 2, and 3. Yep. So that's some wood ash, which I should have plenty of over here. That's some mulch, which was made in a chemical bath earlier. And I made plenty of that. Some bones. And then some sugar. Okay, I don't have any sugar. But I've got sugar cane, which I can run through my steam grinder to get some sugar out of. Then I'll need 3 water. Which we'll grab out of a water tank. And then go pick up our sugar. So, sugar, bone, mulch, wood ash, water. Yep. We'll put all that into our mixer on circuit number 2. And we'll get some growth medium. Why are you upset about power? That may be the worst thing ever. Are you happier now? Why are you not happy? I'll bet you I know why. I'll bet... Yep, the cable got disconnected. Reconnect the cable. We'll put the advanced extruder back. Alright, we'll put our tools back. And then that Lapatronic crystal should be full again. We'll put it away. Alright, the growth medium is done. We need a bunch of other stuff to create our next step. Need to make some glass vials. Or bottles, excuse me. Stick those in there. Get our glass bottles. We need some rubber rounds to go with those. It's funny that we have just enough. Sometimes the magic works. And then we'll make those into those glass vials. Fairly certain this becomes, yeah, iron dust. Perfect. Okay. Vials, growth medium, glowstone, redstone, gunpowder. The empty cells can be put away. Go pick up the redstone, gunpowder, and glowstone. And then we will need a alchemist table and a blood orb. Power it. And that'll make our weak catalysts. Weak catalysts are done. Or, excuse me, simple catalysts. You have to absolutely just enjoy Thumbcraft the most. Something's behind you. So the next catalyst will require some Terra, which I believe we brought some of. Some bone meal. Which I should have plenty of. Another wart. Which I've got some of here. As well as the simple catalyst, okay? So we'll go ahead and do that one next. And that'll just take a minute. We've got our strengthened catalyst. And it looks like I made not enough simple catalyst because silliness. So we'll get to making that other simple catalyst right this second. We need one more water. Another file. Actually, I've got the glass dust already. I don't need to break a piece of glass right now for that. Get the shape. Put those together. And when I said I had enough rubber browns before, I was wrong. So I could convert some rubber into some nuggets. Grab one of our rubber sheets and convert that into nuggets. Thankfully that recipe is really quick. Nope, not the chemical bath, the lathe. All right, it needs growth medium again, which is 1 mulch, 1 sugar, 1 bone. The sugar needs the sugar cane to be processed. 1 wood ash. Wood ash, mulch, bone, sugar. All in that same mixer. Glowstone, redstone, gunpowder. Put all these in there. Get that next one made. Okay, so now we need all these more or less random ingredients. Make some space in our inventory for them to all go. They all need a simple catalyst. Then redstone, ink sac, gas tier. I said redstone, it's actually netherrack. Firestone dust. Do I have firestone dust? Do I have a bigger pile of firestone? Okay, I do have a bigger pile. So we'll break that apart into the smaller piles. We'll put the smaller piles in the smaller pile chest. Blaze powder I have more than enough of. I think I've actually got some in this bag. There we go. And then ignis crystal. Let's hope I've got it. I do. Alright, so that's that one. Water bottle, which is going to be a bottle with some water in it. Ink sac. Two aqua crystal powder. Can that just be had from pulverizing a crystal? Yes. Okay. Get those pulverizing. Otherwise, that's done. Gas tier, feathers, and glue. 2 feathers. Gas tier. Ads say they want to come up. I say snooze. Do I have any glue balls? Do. So the only thing that's not here is going to be that air aqua crystals. This one doesn't take air crystals. That's... These recipes are strange. What are you going to do? Alchemical recipes being weird. Seems very normal, actually. There's that one. complete. Aqua Solucis created. Now it says something about pre-roll ads. I don't like that. Weird. Alright. So I need a pair of Incendium. And that's why I didn't need the extra growth medium, but hey, what are you going to do? You forgot things. So, those, that. Gonna need this guy, this guy. All right, we've got the awakened crystal. It shows ads are gonna play even though I thought I could get rid of them from playing. So I'm gonna take a little break here. Everybody else should too. I really hope that ads are playing now. If not, I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be right back after the ads. See you in a few. Those ads are going to be done in about 10 seconds. Let's find out if that's true. It says ad break ended. I hope everybody's back. Let's give it another 10 seconds before I start doing things. But I suspect this means that I've got everything I need to actually finally do the Ritual of the Falling Tower. Welcome back, Batman. I hope that means you're back from ads, but it could mean a variety of things. We'll put this away. And then we'll go check to make sure we still have plenty of LP in the network. And first we'll go sleep because it's night. Perfect. Perfect. I'm glad you're back from ads. I'm hopeful everybody is. I'm wondering if there's a better way to do ads. I really don't suspect there is. I think Twitch kind of has a stranglehold on people who aren't the old streamers, essentially. So let's put this orb in place. Let's find out if we have enough LP in the network still to actually do what we want to do. Okay, we do have enough LP, which means that we should be able to go do the ritual, which is exciting. We just need to steal some stones from our other ritual that's happening. Hey now, guys, settle down. Let's be appropriately loud, not crazy loud. Alright, how many ritual stones do we have and how many do we need? We didn't pick all of them up. I think we're going to need 24, but we'll just pick up all of them from here, I suppose. That's not actually a ritual stone. That's a light. May not have been my best idea ever, but I don't have enough, so I get to borrow. Or steal. Once again, that was a light, not a stone. Alright. Since we're taking the ritual stones, we'll also turn off spawning once again. This location with spawning requires darkness to spawn. These lights get rid of that darkness. Put those up on the wall for later. I think we need 24. We have 36. This should be plenty. Let's grab our blood orb in case we need it. Verify we've got the 300,000. We've got 549,000. That's plenty. So I imagine this means we can go do our ritual. 2 hours late, roughly. Which should be fine, right? Two hours late and a little low. Since we got our light potion, we don't need all this dirt here. So I'll go ahead and pick up all that. Well, let's take a look at that, Batman. To make a ritual stone, it's an arcane infusion using an imperfect ritual stone and a bunch of other components. including that Terrara we made. The imperfect ritual stone requires working on the arcane workbench, requiring blank bloodstone as well as some blank slates. Blank bloodstone is blank slates compressed. So it takes 13 blank slates as well as 4 reinforced slates, 8 obsidian, and 2 terra, which are created as a alchemical component, which requires mineral sands, skystone dust, and obsidian dust. So it's not horrible. It's definitely time consuming. Let's get out our ritual diviner. Let's land on our master ritual stone and set this for the correct ritual. And then build all the rest of the stones up. 13. Okay, so it's done. Let's put all this stuff away that we don't need. And let's grab our emitter that we do need. Let's activate the ritual. You feel a pull but are too weak to go any further. What does that mean? Didn't use any LP. Let's look at the quests. Does it talk about the ritual of the falling tower? Damn. I don't see anything about the ritual of the falling tower, which is unfortunate, because I was hopeful for a minute there. Yeah, pretty much all the recipes are changed over. Oh, okay. So I had to have the orb in my inventory. That was the... Okay. I should have thought about that. So I need to get this emitter on that block, and then I need to be out of here. Which means I need to turn that off. I think the fastest way out is going to be to fall. It'd be great to be able to watch this. Need no magnet. So drop that and run. Oh, oh no! I died. And I had a score of 0. I'm scoreless. I should have fallen all the way to the water. Well, that answers that question, I guess. Let's go get the backup stuff. Be glad I have backup stuff. And then I thought the backup boots were in there, but apparently they're not. Oh my goodness, so slow. I miss my nano boots so much. I knew this was a possibility. I was hopeful to be far enough away that it wasn't a big deal. It seems I should have dropped all the way to the water. I don't know what the minimum safe distance is. Clearly, I was not far enough away. But I did get my meteor, which was what I wanted, right? I just know that this is maybe not a great thing to do in hardcore now. Or maybe it is a great thing to do in hardcore. It's just a very, very dangerous thing to do in hardcore. Oh, and night is coming, and I don't have torches on me. Oh, this could be bad. Because I imagine that meteor is going to just summon mobs all over the place. Did I die there, or did I die there? Interesting. It's weird. Oh, I'll bet you the explosion pushed me to 32 meters. You could create a redstone automation to drop that with an um, open crate, which maybe is what I should have done in the first place from far, far away. All right. I'm still in the dirt, which is good. My armor has been completely obliterated, essentially. Let's turn on night vision so we can see something. Put things away where they belong. I actually have an iron spear that I've like never used, which I find kind of fun. I got my head. My magnet is in my backpack. We'll probably need to pick up more items at some point. Got food. Let's put some more dirt down. In order to sleep. I do really like having night vision. Although that explosion was too much for my nano armor. I wonder what Last Stand would have done with it. It looks like a majority of my tools are missing. Let's hope they're just in the water. Oh, good. Let's take a swig off the potion and we'll get back up there. So the rapier's in the right spot. Pickaxe is in the right spot. Alright, everything's in the right places. Put that away, put that away. Just showing that I apparently I'm happy to die for my craft. Alright, so a few more things to put on. Ring. Okay, that's it. Okay, perfect. Clean up this dirt. And now we have a massive ritual. stone, which includes lots and lots of tantalite, as well as copper and silver and rock salt and soapstone, calcite, mica, vanadium magnetite. Got ourselves the meteor we were asking for, and we died in order to get it. The next step, now that the meteor is here, is to move the ore drilling plant over here and set it up. But I'm going to leave that for next stream. I want to thank everyone who subbed before now and up till now. We had a small number of subs today. Were you here for the meteor, Zerth? It killed me. I should have. I really should have done it by redstone from a long way back. You missed it about probably 5 minutes ago, I'd guess. But yeah, we have a meteor, and it killed me. And I was like over there when I died. I dropped the emitter onto the ritual stone, and I started falling immediately to fall into the water. And then I got a ways away from it, and I thought, I'm probably safe to turn on my flight. I can just hover down here. And I was hovering down here. Said I was about 30 away from that, so probably right about here when I died. Yeah, I think I was probably right about here when the meteor killed me. I don't know why it says my death was over there. I think the meteor may have blown me that direction as part of the kill. But my grave and my dirt was here. Then I grabbed a few extra things that I had at the base to protect me from falling and whatnot, and went and got it. But we have a meteor. We will stick the ore drilling plant on top of it, and we will mine it out. And it will be good. All the tantalite. Which is what I really wanted, was all that tantalite. I'm also going to get a nice bit of copper, calcite, salt. There's a bunch of other stuff in here. Lead, silver, gold. I mean, I could just look at the, what does this produce, and it'll probably tell me. But 3,000 copper, 3,000 black granite. It wasn't a full million. It was 300,000. And I had 150,000. And so the life essence points that I needed in order to pay for the ritual was much less time than all of the crafting in order to get the things that I didn't have yet. Specifically, the one I really needed was this awakened activation crystal. So in order to do the ritual, I had to build this stone, which took me about, well, it looks like about 2 hours to get that built. Oh, hey, Thomcraft. Let's just hover mid-air then. How much longer do I have on flight? 2 minutes. So something's behind me. Oh no! Did it fall to the ground? I hope. But yeah, it's 300k for the meteor. I ended up with more warp. I needed to make pedestals, summon a demon. There was a whole slew of things I ended up having to do to get from here to there. But I needed to summon a demon to get demon blood. In order to summon a demon, I needed these arcane pedestals and plinth. I was hopeful that I'd be able to do this quest to pull this in, so I'd actually be on the quest line, but This says that it needs the quest just enough tungsten steel for your rocket, and I wasn't gonna make 6 tungsten steel on stream because that's just gonna be painful. I'd have to um, centrifuge a bunch of. It would be a mess. I don't even know what the process is, but it was not quick to create my tungsten steel the first time, so I'm sure it won't be any faster this time. But yeah, have Meteor. We'll mine it. I think I'll mine it out first thing tomorrow. Is I'll come over here with my ore drilling plant and get that set up and going. It's possible that I won't wait and I'll just do it myself in the meantime. I really want all this tantalite. It's very, very, very necessary for my surface mount components for my circuits. But that's what I have for today's stream. Once again, I want to thank all the people who subscribed and donated to the hype train that was active when I was not even streaming. So everybody who was part of that, thank you again. I want to thank people who subscribed today while I was live. So Shro, thank you very much. People who followed during stream, Batman, thank you so much. Guy who is lurking, thank you too. Everybody who was viewing the stream, I want to thank you for being here. I want everybody to have a great day. I'm horrible at these goodbyes, so I'm going to probably just stop blathering at this point. We will light this up so that when I come back, it's not the middle of the night, hopefully. I found a copper vein. Crazy talk. I found a gold vein. All the veins. I have no idea if this is enough. Found another gold vein. But that ought to be enough torches for now. But I'm going to log out and we're going to find somebody to raid. So let's pull up some Twitch. Let's look at who's live. And see what we see. All right, I've got a pretty good idea of where we're going to go. We're going to head for some Gregtech New Horizons. And we're going to raid Shiny Bucket, I think. So let's set that raid up. Let's verify he's going. Okay. He's been going for a long time, so maybe not. Maybe not Shiny Bucket. Let's look again at Twitch. What is it doing? Do I know how to Twitch? It seems I do not. Let's look at someone else who's live. Alright, he's been going for 3 hours. That seems a lot better. We're not going to raid Shiny. We're going to raid Goo. We'll get his username first. And then we will set up the raid. The raid has been created. Looks like people are in the raid. Have fun, guys, and I hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye now.